bringing you the news 24 hours a day, 7 days per week, with a fresh approach. www.999wefm.com. WeFM News, online, on demand.
Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
We got stoves, cook it, fry it, bake it, stew it, poach it, eat it, drink it, slurp it. At Quartz, you can get it. We got fridges, slurp it, chill it, freeze it, store it, crisp it, pack it, and stack it. At Quartz, you can get it. Wash or dryer it, wash it, fluff it, spin it, dry it, clean it, fold it, wear it, assort it, and soak it. Rinse it, load it. SDA gon' make you blend it, crush it, toast it. At Quartz, you can get it.
It's the appliance event happening now, only at Courts, bringing value home.
Welcome back to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, several soca artists have announced that they will not be participating in the Carnival Development Corporation, the CDC's Soca Monarch competition. The first artist to announce his absence from the competition was Charlie Johnson in a post to social media. His post was then followed by Darren Magical Rouse's post that he too will be backing out of this year's competition, with Dimes and the Pixel and Grabber Finesse announcing the same. Earlier this year, a list of demands were collectively sent to the CDC. Among those list of demands was an increase in the prize money for the Soca Monarch competition. Chuali, while appearing on WeFM's Activated Mornings program, broke down the financial cost of participating in the Soca Monarch competition.
It has cost me to enter the competition is the production of the song, right? Just to enter. No.
Right, which is like $1,500.
Depends off the performance. I have spent consistently, I have spent over $6,000. And that is me not being able to spend any more because it's in the understanding. But if it was available, other things would have happened, and that is also me getting some freebie, as people say. You understand? A man would have done something for you, and it really cost $500.
That was Charlie Johnson speaking on WeFM's Activated Mornings program. The full list of demands put forward by the artists are an increase in prize money for the Raga, Soca, and Soca Monarch competitions, an increase in the appearance fee to EC $5,000, payment of prize money to be made no later than 5 days after the competition, each performer to be granted a copy of their score sheet upon request, each performer to be allowed to display the brand of any business that has sponsored their performance, a percentage of a revenue from pay-per-view should be given to artists, and a percentage of revenue from the use of all artists' images and likeness across all media platforms should be given to the artists. The evening of Tuesday, June 20th, saw the unveiling of 9 women who will compete for the crown in October in the 2023 edition of the Miss SVG pageant. The unveiling ceremony, which took place at the La Vie Boutique Hotel and Beach Club, featured the reigning Miss SVG Jada Ross and this year's contestants who will be supported by their chaperones and sponsors. This year's contestants are as follows. Contestant number 1, Miss Grenadine House, Letitia Barber. Contestant number 2, Miss Metrocint General Insurance Limited, Denicia Boatswain. Contestant number 3, Miss Play 4, Deanna Fairburn. Contestant number 4, Miss Massey Stores Limited, Arena Foy. Contestant number 5, Miss National Lotteries Authority, Trina Hooper. Contestant number 6, Miss Flo, Naya Laborde. Contestant number 7, Miss Careers Ace Hardware, Samisha Millington. Contestant number 8, Miss JCI St. Vincent, Tara Richardson. And contestant number 9, Miss In Transit Exports, Roisha Telemac. The Miss SVG pageant will be held on Saturday, October 7th, 2023, and the contestants will vie for the prestigious title, a fully funded scholarship, and other cash prizes. Still on the local scene, The St. Vincent and the Grenadines Meteorological Services continues to closely monitor Tropical Storm Brett. At 5 p.m. on Tuesday, the center of Tropical Storm Brett was located near 12.2 north, 48.6 west, or 840 miles east of the Windward Islands. Maximum sustained winds is 45 miles per hour or 75 kilometers per hour, and is moving west at 18 miles per hour or 30 kilometers per hour. Although the present movement is to the west, model guidance is indicating a west-northwest movement of the system as it nears the island chain, which might place the center to the north of SVG. For such, no tropical watch or warning has been issued for St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but further monitoring will be done. Given its speed, the system should pass SVG around Thursday evening into Friday. Model guidance is indicating roughly 1 inch by early Thursday night and a further 2 to 3 inches from Friday into Saturday. These showers can be accompanied by isolated thunderstorms. A flash flood watch may be issued during this period. Seas will gradually deteriorate on the eastern coast with swells peaking at 3 meters. Retreating during Friday, a marine advisory will be in effect on Thursday for above normal sea swells. On to news in the region. As the Caribbean braces for the impending tropical storm Brett, if a country's Ministry of Education has not ordered a cancellation of the examinations, then the Caribbean Examinations Council exams are still on in the territory. This is the premise that the CXC will be operating on for the ongoing CAPE, CSEC, and CCSLC exams. In a statement issued on Tuesday, June 20th, 2023, CXC is currently monitoring Tropical Storm Brett as it approaches the region. CXC is in dialogue with ministries of education across the region as it relates to the examinations which may be affected in their country. For countries where their government has not ordered a cancellation of the examinations, all examinations are expected to be administered as normal. The CXC has promised to update as further information is provided by the region's meteorological services. The governments of Martinique and St. Lucia have placed the islands under a tropical storm watch ahead of the passage of Tropical Storm Brett. They join Barbados and Dominica, who were placed under a tropical storm watch. Brett is expected to move across portions of the Lesser Antilles late on Thursday and then move across the eastern Caribbean Sea on Friday. The U.S. National Hurricane Center, the NHC, said Brett's winds have increased to near 60 miles per hour. Some additional increase in strength is possible before Brett reaches the Caribbean Sea, the NHC said. Forecasters expected Brent to dump a significant amount of rainfall across portions of the Lesser Antilles from Guadeloupe to Grenada and Barbados. The NHC said the heavy rainfall could lead to flash flooding, especially across areas of higher terrain. On the international scene, armed factions in Somalia's semi-autonomous state of Puntland have agreed to a ceasefire, a local leader told Reuters, a news agency, on Wednesday, a day after at least 26 people were killed and 30 injured in clashes over proposed changes to the region's voting system. Regional forces and fighters loyal to the opposition fought fair street battles in Garo, the Puntland capital, on Tuesday as the local parliament debated constitutional changes that include the introduction of one-man, one-vote elections. A group of traditional elders said they helped negotiate a pause in the fighting on Wednesday. Local residents said the sound of gunfire had stopped, fighters had left the streets, and shops reopened. Opposition groups in Puntland, which lies along the country's northeast Indian Ocean coast, accused the region's leaders, Saeed Abdullahi Deni, of seeking to extend his term in office beyond January next year, or help tip the ballot in his favor. Deni has not commented publicly on the allegations. Finally, in sports, Cristiano Ronaldo has become the first men's football player to make 200 international appearances and celebrated that milestone by scoring the winning goal in the 89th minute as Portugal beat Iceland 1-0 in a European Championship qualifier. Ronaldo scored the only goal in the game on Tuesday against Iceland, who played with 10 men after Willem Willemsen was sent off with 10 minutes to go in the Euro 2024 qualifier, overtaking Kuwait Bader Al Mutawa's 196 cap record in March. The 38-year-old Ronaldo was honored by Guinness World Records before kickoff on Tuesday for reaching 200 games for Portugal almost 20 years after he made his debut for the national side. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited.
Wait and see, wait and see, wait and see, wait and see. Whenever we touching the vacancy, we just climb over the gate and see. Boom! It's carnival time at Courts Ready Cash. So visit your nearest Courts Ready Cash for instant carnival prizes, tickets, and much more with your loan of $2,000 or over. Come home to Courts Ready Cash this carnival season and enjoy flexible payment terms, hassle-free service, and fast approval. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, your job letter, and 2 references. Simple as that. Follow Ready Cash on Facebook and Instagram for your updates and in our in-store carnival parties and our carnival workout sessions. It's time for carnival at Courts Ready Cash. Visit shopcourts.com for details. Come home to Courts Ready Cash. We are ready.